Hi guys, I'm David from We Locate Estate Agents. I've got Steve Ellis. He's the mortgage advisor at a sister company, We Locate Finance, and we've decided to make a series of videos just to try and help people in the local community because we're getting asked questions all the time, both on my side, on the estate agency side, and also on the finance side about what the best route is for people when it comes to either purchasing a property, selling a property, getting a mortgage. There's loads of uncertainty at the moment. So on this particular one, we're just going to ask Steve about fixing mortgage rates because it's a really popular question at the moment. So Steve, it's across the screen there. If you're a client and whatever you're doing, should you fix your mortgage rate at this moment in time, given all the news that's coming out?
Yeah. Okay. So, let's look at it. You've got two different types of clients. You've got people buying property at the moment, and you've got people that are tied into their fixed rate, tracker rate, product rate, whatever they had for maybe 2, 3, or 5 years. So two different types of mortgage holders. So for your buyers, fix your rate because there's so much uncertainty in the years ahead that at the moment, I'm recommending most clients are fixing for 5, just to give you peace of mind that you know what you're paying and that you know that the world around you is not going to affect your rate, your payments for the next 5 years. I wouldn't be fixing for 2. I wouldn't be fixing for 3 because the chances we've still got a bit of a climb to go with the rates and the situation that we're going through. It's got to peak, it's got to stay there, and then it's got to start coming down again. So from what I'm getting told from the lenders and from the market, the industry information that I read, we're probably looking at a 5-year cycle of that before it starts to slow down to get a little bit better on the rates.
Just to jump in there are still lots of 5-year products available.
But a little bit of a problem is we're not sure if fixed rates are going to stay around because of the way that the rates are, the way the lenders want to make profit. Will fixed rates be the products that we recommend in the next week, in the next 2 weeks, in the next month, or a couple of years ahead? We don't know. Other category, Dave, you've got your people that are tied in. They've already bought the house, they've already remortgaged, and they've locked in their rate. So some are lucky enough to have done that recently. They've got 5 years ahead, so fairly safe on quite decent rates. What I would suggest is because you've got to go through that peak, the flat, and then the down the other side part. I think if you're on a 2 or a 3 year fixed, you might, or if your rate's coming up in the next 2 or 3 years, you're going to want to speak to a broker like me just to kind of find out what your options are, because it might be worth, and I'm getting a lot of this at the moment, coming out of your rate, paying a fee for doing that, just to give you peace of mind that you're on a low fixed rate for the next 5 years.
Okay, sound advice, I think. I mean, I'll just put it into context. I think I was in a similar boat recently. I'm actually buying a house at the moment, but I think if I'd ended up staying, I'm not due to remortgage for 12 months. So my remortgage is 12 months away. And I know that if I remortgage sooner, with I think the penalty that I had was something like £6,000 to get out of it.
Yeah,
it's just my opinion, but I think that interest rates are going to keep rising and rising and rising and rising. I think that had I not been buying, it would be worth coming out of that fixed rate, paying that £6,000 penalty, and going on to a separate mortgage that might have been more expensive now, but over the length of the term, it's my personal opinion, I think that I would save quite big.
Definitely. Yeah, the inquiries that I've had on that. So, the people come to me for remortgages and saying, should I do it? The problem is, that rate that you've got that might have a year or 24 months left on it is probably a really good rate compared to today.
Yeah,
so it's the balance of sacrificing a higher rate than you could have been paying for the next 2 years to maybe save in the next 3, 4, or 5th year of that fixed rate, plus the charges that you've got coming out. So the bigger the mortgage, the kind of bigger the question is, should I do it or should I not? And the more you need to speak to a broker to work out whether it's going to be affordable long term or whether it's risk of running the chance of paying them new rates once your remortgage is due. And, let's face it, they're going to be 6% before we know it.
Okay, we'll leave it there. So I think the key there is, I know there's a lot of uncertainty, but I think if you buy in, I think Steve's advice from the front line is there are fixed deals available. Fix if you're buying for the longer term at the moment, maybe that 5-year period. If you're just not sure, it's hard to say, but get a review. I think we're speaking to a lot of people who are worried at the moment. Don't bury your head in the sand thinking it's just going to be okay or it's going to go away. Take action. We've been saying it since December last year. We've done a few videos on this. Take action. The interest rates are only going one way, and you might just be able to lock yourself into something that makes you at least the future seem a little bit more steady, I think. So at least you know what's coming. All right. So hope this helps. We're going to do a few more of these and we'll answer your questions. And if you've got any, please do get in touch.